Welcome back, students. As a veteran ICSE English Literature examiner with 25 years of grading experience, I've designed this high-yield explainer to help you completely master Stephen Leacock's brilliant short story With the Photographer for your upcoming board exams. Look, I know exactly what us examiners are actually looking for when we grade your papers, and you're going to break the whole thing down perfectly today. Let's jump right into our syllabus. We're going to cover the chapter summary, the core themes, those absolutely crucial textual quotes you need to memorize, the expected board questions, and finally, a quick call to action to grab your study materials. Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, the chapter summary, focusing on the narrator's emotional journey. So we really need to begin with the foundation of the narrative. It tracks the narrator's progression from this simple, innocent desire for a photograph straight into utter humiliation. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck, honestly. He starts off feeling like an intruder in this dimly lit studio, waiting around for a full hour. This awkwardness transitions into deep vulnerability during the camera adjustments, then into shock and total disbelief upon seeing the ruined proof a week later, and it finally culminates in his massive outburst of grief over his erased features. Now, you definitely want to pay close attention here, because examiners actively hunt for these specific plot points on your paper. You've got to mention his agonizing 1-hour wait reading outdated magazines, like that infant's journal for 1888. You also must note the exact moment the photographer coldly declares his face quite wrong. I mean, ouch, right? Then we see the narrator forced into these absurd physical acrobatics, twisting his waist, rolling his eyes, until the photographer suddenly, without any warning, clicks the camera in a moment of animation. And of course, the climax, the final proof where the photographer has heavily, artificially altered the narrator's features, like completely removing his eyebrows. All right, moving right along to Section 2, the core themes. This is our deep dive for those long-form answers. So, how does this plot build into the kind of analytical deep dive that scores maximum marks? Well, memorizing these exact themes is non-negotiable. Examiners want to see you discuss how the text satirizes human vanity, basically the absurd lengths people go to just for a perfect image. You've absolutely got to mention the destructive intrusion of technology into natural beauty. It's this massive clash between the narrator's sense of realism and the photographer's artificial perfection. And all of this leads directly into profound insecurity and the real emotional toll of body shaming. This character contrast is vital for your character sketch questions. You must articulate how the narrator's desire for a genuine, humble memory for his friends after he's gone clashes violently with the photographer's whole vibe. The photographer is described as this drooping man in a gray suit with the dim eyes of a natural scientist. He is clinically detached, completely arrogant, and way more obsessed with artificial perfection than with human reality. And to achieve that artificial perfection, the photographer resorts to some pretty extreme measures. Let me tell you a secret. Examiners love it when you drop the words delphide and sulfide. These are the fictional, totally absurd chemical processes the photographer proudly uses to literally erase the narrator's God-given features. He removes the eyebrows with delphide and actually plans to remove the ears entirely with sulfide. It perfectly symbolizes the total erasure of human originality. Now, let's jump to Section 3, textual quotes to memorize. This is your high-impact evidence. Listen up, because you really need to embed these critical quotes into your answers to unlock those top-tier marks. This first one perfectly demonstrates the narrator's ultimate reclamation of his self-worth and identity. After enduring all those insults, he finally snaps back with real dignity, saying, "This face is my face. It is not yours, it is mine. I've lived with it for 40 years and I know its faults." It's such a powerful, defiant moment. For this next one, you want to highlight the central conflict between realistic, God-given beauty and the photographer's clinical standards. When the narrator says he wanted a picture to depict my face as heaven gave it to me, humble though the gift may have been, he is firmly rejecting those artificial edits. He accepts his own flaws as a humble gift, something the photographer just completely fails to grasp. And honestly, the board practically demands this specific phrasing. A bauble is just a cheap, showy trinket. By calling the heavily edited artificial photograph a worthless bauble, you show the examiner that you truly understand the narrator's final, heartbreaking realization. Because the photo doesn't look like him at all, it's entirely lost its emotional value. It's completely useless as a memory for his friends. Moving right into Section 4, expected board questions. Let's talk practical exam application. Okay, let's tackle a highly probable extract-based question. You are almost certainly going to see the moment regarding the narrator's shock and disbelief upon seeing his altered negative. The extract goes, "Is it me?" I asked. "Yes," he said quietly, "it is you," and we went on looking at it. So you have to answer, why did he ask this? And what does the word proof actually mean here? When answering this, you've got to follow 4 exact steps to secure full marks. First, define proof as the sample or draft negative before the final printing. Second, explicitly state the narrator's complete inability to recognize his own face. Third, list the specific features the photographer altered without permission: the eyebrows removed, the eyes retouched, the mouth adjusted. And finally, you have to mention the only original feature left, the ears, which the photographer chillingly plans to remove entirely using that sulfide process we talked about. You'll also likely face a question on humor and satire, so be prepared to analyze the physical acrobatics. Leacock uses intense exaggeration, like the narrator being told to roll his eyes under his lids, open his mouth and close it quickly, and twist his waist, all while sitting in a beam of sunlight filtered through a frosted skylight. You just have to explain that this slapstick comedy really highlights the pure absurdity of the photographer's superficial perfectionism. To pull all of this together, think of this as your ultimate cheat sheet. If you want to impress an examiner like me, structure your responses based on these 3 primary question categories and use this exact vocabulary. For setting, use terms like dimly lit and frosted skylight. For character contrast, pit insecure against authoritative. And for themes, drop in delphid, sulfide, and worthless bauble. Using this vocabulary essentially signals to the grader that you know the text inside and out. Which brings us to our final stop. Section 5, the call to action to secure your premium notes. We've covered a massive amount of high-yield material today, but your preparation really shouldn't stop here. For your final homework, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on the ICSE Masterclass channel right now and join our Telegram channel immediately. Over there, you can download the free premium handwritten notes that accompany this exact breakdown. Trust me, these notes are curated by experts to guarantee your board exam success. I'm going to leave you with a final provocative thought to ponder, not just for your literature exam, but honestly for life. In a modern era that is completely obsessed with Instagram filters, Photoshop, and artificial perfection, are you going to allow society to edit your identity? Or will you boldly declare, just like our narrator, "This face is my face"? Stay authentic, study hard, and I'll see you in the next masterclass.